An earlier version of this article incorrectly stated that the gunman had been transported with 8 others to a hospital after the shooting. 8 people, including the shooter, were transported. The article also misstated the name of the school where the shooting occurred. It is Central Visual and Performing Arts High School, not the Center for Visual and Performing Arts. The article has been corrected. St. Louis, a 19-year-old former student opened fire at a high school here Monday morning, killing a teenage girl and an adult woman before police shot and killed him, according to law enforcement officials. Witnesses and local media described a scene of panicked students fleeing from Central Visual and Performing Arts High School as a man carried a long gun on campus. Authorities identified the shooter as Orlando Harris, who graduated last year from the specialty school with about 400 students in the southwestern corner of the city. Police entered the school at 9:15 a.m. and got into a gunfight with Harris at 9:23 a.m. That lasted 2 minutes, interim St. Louis Police Commissioner Michael Sachs said. Harris was taken to the hospital along with 7 others, where he was pronounced dead. A 61-year-old woman died in a hospital and a 16-year-old girl died at the scene, both of gunshot wounds, police said. The injuries of the surviving teens ranged from gunshot wounds to abrasions and a fractured ankle. It is terrible to think about, Sachs said. Here is a safe place where kids go to learn, to grow, to develop, and something like this happens. It is just heartbreaking. St. Louis Fire Department Chief Dennis Jenkerson said that everything else became secondary in the city when the call came in. The plan that was in place worked, he said. Doors in the school were locked, Sachs said, and it was not immediately clear how the shooter was able to enter the building. Police offered no motive for the shooting or why Harris came to the school with a dozen 30-round magazines on him. Harris had no prior criminal record, but officers are looking into suspicions that he dealt with mental illness. Sachs did not provide information about the firearm. At a vigil Monday night near the school, Fritt said he passed the body of another student on the floor as he evacuated from the school. I was there to learn, he said. I was not there to hide in a corner. Ashley Merideth, who said she was a special education teacher at the school, recalled looking at her students' faces and seeing their fear as they followed drill routines to lock the door, switch off the lights and huddle. The gunshots were right outside my door, she said. There have been 160 homicides in St. Louis so far this year, according to a report published Monday by the police department, and firearms were disproportionately used. It is very easy to get guns, Sachs said at a news conference Friday evening. I have said it before,